All right, let's get now to our phone line. We have Harris County Precinct 2 Commissioner Adrian Garcia. He joins us live. For those who are not familiar with Precinct 2, this is much of the east side, of course, talking about these areas greatly impacted. Are you there, Commissioner? Thanks for joining us.
Yes, I am, and thank you. Most of, just for your listeners will have an idea, your viewers, most of the areas you've covered and have been reported on, Baytown, Deer Park, Pasadena, all those areas are in the precinct jurisdiction. And so we are working with our mayors. We are providing crews to clear the debris, make sure the roads are passable so that emergency operations can get to the sites that they need to get to. We're tracking the fact that so far we are not hearing of any major injuries. We have heard of several very minor injuries, and we hope it stays as such. But we're obviously taking an assessment of the damage being caused. We're very, very concerned for our seniors and disabled because they are likely to be on fixed incomes. We know that a senior center was severely affected on P Street. However, they have been fully evacuated and moved from that site. So, again, we have not heard of any major injuries. Some have reported some minor situations, and we're, again, keeping them all in our thoughts and prayers. But the county marshal is tracking and has not been requested at all in terms of direct support. But we do have our hazmat unit stage ready to provide support services if needed. And at the last count, Centerpoint has told us that they've gone from about 180,000 homes countywide without power. They've been able to restore over 100,000 of those, and we still have about 80,000 homes without power. Unfortunately, 50,000 of those 80 are in the Precinct 2 area, so we're tracking that as well. Our request of residents is that may have trees and branches and that type of debris, if they will just move it out to the roadway, our crews will be making their way and clearing that debris just as quickly as possible. And so I'm very proud of our public works crew. Calpine and Shell plants have lost power, so they are flaring. So we ask our residents not to be overly concerned with that because that is a standard operating procedure for them under the circumstances. But our pollution control department, Dr. Babin and her team, are monitoring to ensure that their flaring is within the limits allowed.
You went over a lot of information there. Thank you. What do you say to people who have suffered damage to their homes, to their businesses? The next step for them, what do you advise they go to for help? Who do they reach out to move forward?
Well, first of all, please take lots of photos. Take a full inventory of the damage. If you have to have some immediate repairs done, please keep your receipts and information safe so that in the event that this is declared an emergency event, then whatever federal resources or state resources that may come our way, we'll be able to effectively reimburse or support those individuals that have had to incur costs. But that is one of the things that I have immediately directed my team to do, is to canvass the area, take their own assessments. We are prioritizing our most vulnerable with our seniors and disabled at the top of the list, and in assessing those locations. We do have folks that are clients of ours, if you will, through our respective Precinct 2 programs and activities. And so we are actively checking on them right now just to take a full assessment. But I've also been in communication with not only Mayor Wagner, but with Councilmember Ornaldo Ibarra and Councilmember Jonathan Estrada. And they are providing me an on-the-ground perspective. and they are telling me that most of the Pasadena area is doing well. But as you can see on the screen, there are certain pockets where that tornado apparently jumped around and did some major damage, and so we're tracking that as well. We're also hearing that Dow plant is also flaring due to power challenges that they're having. So again, this is the flaring is something that becomes a concerned issue for those that are seeing it because it's more prevalent than usual. But this is within standard operating procedures under the circumstances. But again, we are with our residents. We are not going to rest until we know everybody is safe, and then we will do all that we can within the resources that we have to help those homeowners with the recovery process.
Garcia, you be sure to keep us posted throughout the evening if shelters start opening up as nightfall comes and people are without power and their homes severely damaged. Please keep us posted. Thank you so much for your time and for the update for now.
All right.
Yeah, just one more point is that we do have buses staging at Abshire Stadium in Deer Park ISD in the event that they're needed. So thank you again.
All right, Commissioner, thank you for the information for the citizens out there.